What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So as y'all know, I am a brand new Forza Horizon 4 player, and to be honest, I have to admit something right now. You guys probably did end up seeing the entire seasonal video, and honestly, I love every single seasonal change in this game. I can't wait to see it actually change weekly and stuff, and experience different things around the map with races and just the atmosphere, and what kind of all of it. But I gotta admit something though, I feel like the winter season in this game might actually be one of my favorites, which is honestly really funny considering I live in Florida and I do not even see snow. But maybe it's the way snow does make me feel and stuff like that, or like the atmosphere it has, guys. Like right now, I am currently driving the BMW i8 in the town here and seeing like the snow on the rooftops and the side of the sidewalks, and you see like the wetness of the road or the dampness, and you can see how like it, obviously snowed. I don't know, dude. Like it just looks so dang great. It really set the tone so well because we all do know right now a lot of games, probably especially racing games, most likely don't have a snow aspect to it. And you know what though, that probably comes down to a few different things. Maybe not everybody likes the snow. We all do know it will make your car slip more. Rear wheel drive vehicles might struggle a bit more. All wheel drive is probably going to be a bit better. Obviously are rear wheel drive and front wheel drive cars usable? Of course, but many players are like, okay, well the snow might look good, but I really don't want to race in this, which is probably another reason why they have the changes and stuff like that. Now, I gotta admit, though, being able to play this game and actually see, like, the snow and stuff like this, man. Now, I do know Forza Horizon 5 has it, but that's kind of just in the mountain areas. But in this game, dude, you could literally see and feel the atmosphere all around the entire map, dude. It's insane. When I first saw the cutscene, I was like, all right, this is snow, right? Cool. Anyway, I'm like, wait. They actually pretty much went full on with this, man. Like, I originally thought it was kind of along the lines of maybe Grand Theft Auto, right? To where, like, kind of put, like, a blanket of white around the map, and they have some furries coming down. And no, dude, like, you could tell they genuinely detailed this map for this, and that was something I really just loved. And what's funny is one of the races I had to do, I was racing a GTR on a, I would probably say, a track it doesn't necessarily belong on, dude, and just flying down the snowy hills and stuff like that, seeing how the trees, don't have leaves on them, and they have like the white on some of them, and depending on where you go on the map, you'll see like a lot of the trees covered in like, white with the leaves and all that, which honestly looks so dang beautiful. I love when trees look like that, and like you have like the white mist over the mountains and stuff, man. It kind of brings me back to Colorado a lot, and that was probably one thing I was really loving about this though, is the fact that you might look at this and go, okay, well, yeah, dude, it's just some snow, but I kind of feel like I do kind of wish other racing games did something similar to this in a way, or like, try to capture different atmospheres in the game itself instead of like, okay, well, here's a new part in the game, right? Well, it's just going to have like a little few details here and there. And no, man, like they might end up adding a few details here and there. And well, let's be honest, a lot of the games nowadays are kind of rushed out. So I feel like by rushing them out, you'll probably end up missing a lot of different details that the game probably could have gotten, which I do feel like Forza Horizon 4 really did capture so well, man. Like right now, you guys will see me driving a Jeep on this like off-road type of race, dude. And I was loving this, dude. Like I felt right at home. And to be honest, I'd probably end up leaving the game in winter if I could, or at least, play the game a lot in winter and stuff like that just because of the atmosphere, which again, I do understand not everybody will want to deal with that. You know what I mean? Like, I understand that 100%, guys. It probably won't be the most fun thing all the time. You know what I'm saying? So that does make sense. But I do feel like being able to experience this and stuff like that, and then, okay, now we'll be in spring, or now we'll be in autumn. Like, it has every seasonal thing there, which I don't think any other racing game really captured it like this, dude. And if you're just driving down the road and stuff in this game, it kind of, like, sets the tone of that atmosphere. And I really do feel like they just captured so well. And again, guys, this is coming from someone who has never played Forza Horizon 4, which is one way I was thinking about this. I was like, well, I am a brand new player in this game, right? Like, I'm not someone who has played Forza Horizon 4 before. I've never even played anything but the 5th game. So I'm like, you know what? Let me jump into this blind and just check it out. And dude, when I was seeing the seasonal changes and stuff and the snow did end up coming, I jumped into the Ram and I was just driving. You see, like, the atmosphere of the trees. You see, like, the whitish, how the clouds are when it snows and all that stuff, which I remember from Colorado. It just, like, sets it up and you're like, dude, this is amazing. It's so fun to just cruise and stuff like that and just, kind of take it in, which, you know what, some people might not like that. Maybe they don't want the snow. But I also feel like having the different seasons in there gives the opportunity for every player to enjoy one aspect that they might like more than the other. And that way you can, drive around if you love the snow, or if you love autumn, or maybe you like that time of year, maybe you like the setting of it. At least this game really did try to capture every single one of those, man. And honestly, I absolutely loved it. Even driving the Subaru and stuff, which we all do know Subaru, when I lived in Colorado anyway. Dude, Subarus were everywhere, and I bet you they still are, for that matter. They were legit almost every single corner. They were all over the place. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because it was honestly pretty dope seeing that, and I do feel like a lot of people love the Subarus because of obvious reasons of the all-wheel drive system. And this game also kind of made me go, all right, let me drive the car in the snow, because a Subaru bring me back to like Colorado and stuff. And you know what, dude? It captured every piece of that. Seeing like the snow covering the road with just tire tracks in there, seeing the flurries coming down, the faster you go, the more it hits you and stuff, like the tunnel vision, which kind of reminded me of Drive Club. At least how they did end up doing the flurries on there, dude. It was just absolutely insane. Like, I don't know, guys. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm losing it. It's also me going back in and playing older racing games, and with me playing the old Forzas now, honestly, I don't think I've had this much fun playing a racing game in a minute. Just going back and experiencing the old Forza Horizons, bro. It honestly is so dang entertaining, man. One part I also really liked is I was climbing up the mountain with the snow, and the insane part is, though, the snow got deeper when you got higher up, which, again, this might end up sounding stupid. They could just blanket some of the stuff, bro, with, as I was saying before, like a little, just like a white thing over that, making it look like snow. You know what I mean? But when I was racing up there, bro, and I was, like, parking and stuff, I did notice how the snow was deeper. I was even drifting my Subaru, and I'm like, dude, this is pretty wild. Like, you could see the deepness of the snow. It was just absolutely incredible. Funny part is, I could probably keep rambling on about the snow season and stuff like that, guys, but honestly, with me being a brand new player to the game, it's probably part of that on the reason why I'm liking it so much. And to be real, I really do kind of wish I would have played this game in the past, but you know what? I can play it now, so let's enjoy it now, you know what I mean? And I really am loving Forza Horizon 4. Do stay tuned for a lot of videos on this game, a lot of videos on Forza Horizon 3, 2, and 1. I'll pretty much be doing videos on the entire Forza series for a straight minute now, guys, so do stay tuned for that stuff. And I also want to know which season in Forza Horizon 4 is your favorite. Do let me know. I gotta admit, for me, probably my favorite season so far. You know what, dude? I kind of like them all, but I would probably go winter, autumn, and then spring is just absolutely amazing. I love all three of them. Even summer's nice, but I do love the coloring of autumn and stuff like that, the feeling of the winter, and then having the spring in there with the little bit of rain and stuff like that, and dampness, and seeing the green just everywhere. Beautiful open fields of just vegetation, man. You know what? Each one really does hit you.